Okay, so we've now got this spreadsheet which we've taken out of LinkedIn essentially. Okay, and we need to get to a stage where we can get this data in the right format in our marketing database, Salesforce.com. So the biggest issue we've got here is that these company names, most of these companies will already be in our database, but with a different name. So if I just import them in as they are, we're going to create doubles and triples of what we've already got. It gets really messy. What do you think the issues are with creating duplicates and triplicates and stuff in our database?
Well, I mean, you could end up bringing them multiple times. Or
Yeah, you got it. So, how we work this stuff, once we've got this data formatted, we put it in. Now, you've got two kind of key objects, if you like, we're tracking. One is the companies, and companies are called accounts in our system, and the other is contacts, okay? So what our client wants to know is, out of, say, 100 companies, how many of those are interested, not interested, and so on, okay? So when we import this data into Salesforce, we give each company what we call a grading. So if I just go into any company here, and I go down, there's a section for Integra Mind the Gap. And you can see we've got an account grading here, which ranges from needs list build, which means we haven't found the people yet, all the way through to meeting scheduled and taking place. Okay, so when we put people in new, we by default put this next to them, target. Okay, now if there's two records for the same account, one would say target still, one might not say anything, or so we might get one of them to meeting scheduled stage, or like do not call us, we're pissed off with you stage, and then someone will still call it the other one, and it just creates an absolute nightmare in our reporting and everything else. Okay, cool. And ultimately, when we're doing these campaigns, we can pull from these type of fields, if you like, that we've got here. For each client, we create different fields, so we can report on information. So we've got stuff like, from what your dad's doing, Metaswitch, who are their partners for this, what's the grading, why are they interested, that type of stuff. And just like you can build a chart from an Excel sheet, you can build charts on here, and we can give them some really good insight and reports based on populating that information. So this is one for a live campaign at the moment. So you've got stuff like how many meetings have we set versus target, number of non-event meetings handed over. Here are all of the companies by status, and so if you've got duplicates, that information just starts to become bullshit and not working properly. You've also got like by region, where's the interest, and so on. So it's really important we just get one version of each company and get as much of that stuff filled in as we can. Okay, so the task in hand for now, we need to go through this spreadsheet and then start matching the data up so we can push it in. Okay, the first thing that we need to do is sort this so all of the people working for the same company are next to each other. Otherwise, you're going to do one there and then get further down. It's a waste of time. So to sort the spreadsheet, and this is a schoolboy error that loads of people make and kind of only make once, right? If you sort a spreadsheet, what we want to do is get company name all in order. Okay, so if I go to sort here, and just sort by company name, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm not sure.
Okay, because what we're trying to do is get everybody the same company in order. Okay, so I've just highlighted the company field. I'll sort that one only. Company name, okay. Great, so it's moved that in order, but it's fucked the whole spreadsheet up because it's not moved the other stuff around. So actually Danny Boom does not work for that company. And this everybody sort of at the start makes this mistake, and it's a disastrous one because you do all the work to the spreadsheet, we import it, and then it's like you start emailing and calling, and everyone's going, "What are you on about? I don't work for 10x Future Technologies. This is spam. Take me off your list," and everything's a disaster. Okay, so to avoid that, what you have to do when you sort something is highlight there, so you're highlighting the whole thing, and then sort, and then the sort by company name. But it's moving everything together in unison then. It's the most basic thing you need to learn at Excel right at the start, because it's a disaster when that happens. Okay. So all those companies are now together. We need to create a new field here. And we need to call it account name, which is the field that we use in our CRM. And ultimately what we're looking to do here is we are just looking to check whether these companies exist or not in our database. And if they do, we need to put the name as it exists in our CRM here. If they don't, we can just copy and paste that name over into that field. Okay?
Right.
So if you put in like 10x future technologies into our system here, it probably won't come up. If you put in maybe 10x, it might do. No. So it doesn't look like we've got that one. But you have to sort of truncate the search, right? Because like A gas could be called alpha gas or something like that. So it's worth looking for other clues here. Another good clue is the web domain. So if I put that there, and also their email format. So that's not there, so that's fine. So what we would do in that instance is just copy that into there. You can push Control and C to copy, Control and V to paste, Control and D to copy down to the row below. Okay, cool. So 3M. Let's have a look for that one. Yeah, it's there. In some cases, you might get several versions of the same company. Okay. It looks like that's the one that's in Germany though, so that's quite interesting. So the person that we want is in the UK. Okay, one thing I'm going to do, we only want to target companies that are headquartered in the UK. So I'm going to go to company country here. Delete anyone that's not UK. Newport. Knock on the door. Okay, I need to sort it back by company. Okay, so A-gas. So just try the different iterations of it. So it's not a GS, that's an insurance company. Yeah, it doesn't look like we have them, okay? But yeah, there's several things you can see. You can see the web domain, you can see how their emails are done, and you can also see the industry. So there's any doubt, like we come across like a GS in ours, you'll be able to see in ours that that's insurance, and it's completely different. Okay. So that's the first thing, and to try and go through these. There might be a few that are a bit random. So like Barclaycard, Barclays, for example, they should be different accounts. Okay. Anything you're not quite sure about, just highlight in red, and we can deal with it. BT on ours is BTEE because they merged. Okay. So if you can start by going through that, that would be brilliant. And then what we do is we import this, we send out the email, and we'll find that a lot of these emails are incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay, and so anybody who's bounced back, i.e.